G'day, legends. Hope you're having a cracking day. Let us know how you're going and what you've been up to down below. In this video, we are going to go through my first 30 days in iRacing and YouTube. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons to both, how I even found myself in this position right now, and what my plan is going forward with the iRacing and YouTube itself. Now, disclaimer up front, this is just the opinions of Josh only. Just giving my honest feels and thoughts of how the first 30 days have gone. So let's kick things off with how did I even end up in this position? In all honesty, it's been in the thought process for quite a while now. I guess I've just been, a little busy with work commitments, family stuff and everything like that. And then, honestly, a little bit chicken shit to take the plunge and get into it and do some sim racing and record, edit videos and upload them onto YouTube. Personally, I've always been a fan of motorsport, always loved video games. Just with work commitments, family life, like all things that you need to do as you're going through life, it just never was a possibility to go out and sink a whole bunch of money in buying myself a little track car and going around and beating around. And the other thing as well is I didn't think my skill levels were high enough to do so. But now I'm a little bit older, tickling the undercarriage of 40, and I've got adult money. I figured, stuff it. Let's give this a go. I've been working full time in the military for the last 16 years. Body's a little bit broken down. I can't keep playing my sports and stuff like that like I used to. So the next best thing is what's another passion of mine, and it's motorsport, gaming. Let's combine the two together. Why did I add YouTube into the mix as well? Well, the one thing the military has taught me over the last 16 years is put yourself in uncomfortable situations to try and progress and improve yourself. So yeah, here I am doing the YouTube and the iRacing. So let's get into talking about the pros and cons. We'll start with the iRacing stuff. The pros, honestly, to just start off with the realism. This game is absolutely phenomenal. I've played games for quite a while and stuff is progressing all the time. But the realism out of iRacing is just absolutely disgustingly phenomenal, in my opinion. The tracks, like they're all laser scanned, so you get every single curb, bump, dip, undulation, surface change that you can think of. That's just then put in to all the ones and zeros in the background to make the track as realistic as possible. Just check out my home track here in Adelaide. It's phenomenal. I've been going to supercars races at this track for as long as I can remember. I've been working there, and honestly, the detail of this track is absolutely freaking bang on. Like, well done, iRacing. As far as the cars are concerned, like, they use a whole bunch of really, really smart people, lots of ones and zeros in the background to help develop highly accurate models using data-driven physics, mathematical equations, and then all the smart people like engineers and drivers to develop these cars to make them as accurate as possible. So playing games like F125 or your Need for Speeds and even like Forza Horizons and stuff like that, like they're friggin' amazing games, great fun, but they are definitely on the arcadey side compared to what we experience here on iRacing. So when you combine those two things together, and then you get out onto the track and you're inside the cockpit of the car, like it is hard not to get yourself immersed into it, and just the adrenaline starts pumping. I've had races where I genuinely feel like, even though I'm in a nice, comfy, air-conditioned room playing on my computer, heart rate well above 120 beats a minute, just fanging around the track, getting some sweats on, experiencing the same excitement and the same rage that I could imagine that you experience in the real thing. Another pro for me is being an online game. You literally race against hundreds and thousands of people from around the world. Yeah, single player games, racing against the AI and the bots and stuff like that, it is cool. It's a good way to start and hone and learn some skills and everything. But you learn so much quicker racing against real people, and there is no putting handicaps on the drivers. Like, you can race anything from beginners like me all the way up to pro level drivers that you can't put a handicap on. They will humble you so freaking quick. And I love that about the game, because that just makes me want to push and learn and get better each and every time. Like, hop into my room, power this thing up, and go for a burn around the track. And to add on top of that, I love the license system. I think that's really cool. Grinding from rookies to try and get yourself as far up that license ladder as you can get. My goal is hopefully one day get to A. We'll see how we go. But I think that's a pretty cool feature. And then that helps unlock more races that you can do down the track and race against better and smarter drivers as well. I love that feature. Lastly, my final pro for the game has been a rev head. I love the sounds of cars in this game. They have nailed them here. Just have a listen to the sound of this GT4 Mustang bashing around the streets of Adelaide. Oh, doesn't that make you tingle in all the right places? Anyway, enough of my thoughts on pros. Let's move on to the cons. Now, some of these are also dragged from the pros side. And I'll explain as we go along. So, I said the pro is racing against tons of people from around the world. Online racing, that's friggin' awesome. But the negative side to that is people are stupid. Your boy included. People will just ram you for no freaking reason. You could overtake them cleanly, ram you. You could just be driving down the road, ram you. You could be doing anything. People do dumb shit. On top of that as well, like, if you're in the early stages of the game, like in the rookie class and even the D license class and that, like, people are still learning and understanding the etiquette involved with racing. When to be on or off the racing line, how you rejoin a track, holding onto your brakes when you spin. Like I said, I'm still one of those dum-dums and I'm learning. But I always try my best to not rage and, well, that's a lie. I always rage. But not take that out onto someone else and ruin someone else's race. So yeah, straight off the rip, one of the most annoying things about this game for me is that right there. The next thing that shits me off that I think iRacing really needs to fix is the incident point system. Holy freaking heck. The amount of times that I've been given incident points for something that I was not at fault at is unbelievable. Someone rams you, incident points to you. You go off track, but you're not gaining an advantage, incident points to you. Like, I know it's trying to teach you to be a safe and clean driver. That's what it's trying to promote. But come on, like, there's got to be something that iRacing can do to use a bit of logic and go, this person wasn't at fault. They're not going to get pinged 4 penalty points for just being wrong place, right time. Now, probably the biggest con for this game is the cost factor. Now, yes, in comparison to real life racing, sinking money into your own car, equipment and all that sort of stuff, it is far cheaper. But as far as other games out there where you just purchase once, off you go, like this game can get really freaking pricey. I guess, you know, it gets more dedicated people into doing it. But just for me to get this game downloaded, it cost me $200 Australian. Now, yes, it gave me a 2-year registration and entry into iRacing, so I don't have to worry about it for another 2 years, and it is the best offer. But holy heck, that's pricey. It's pricey to get a game for $200 that you can only play for 2 years. Add on top of that, you do get a base entry set of cars and tracks that you can race on, but you can only race on them at certain times. So if you go and do official racing events, and if you have a look at what I've got up on the screen here, I can only enter certain events. Some, yes, is due to the license category I'm in, but others is because I A, don't own the vehicle, or B, I don't own the track, or a combination of the two. So you have to go and purchase these things. And have a look at the pricings of some of these things. They vary anywhere from around about $10 Aussie for me, up to like 20 something bucks Aussie. So for you to be able to race in various events, in various vehicles and different tracks and all that sort of stuff, you are going to have to sink some money into the game. Obviously, adding on top of that as well, you've got to have the computer to run it. Now, you don't have to have the best of the best PC systems. You don't have to be running at max graphics and max settings and all that sort of stuff. Nor do you have to spend a ton of money on driving rig. So here's a photo of my setup that I'm using at home. I was originally using just a TV monitor. Yep, I upgraded to a 34-inch widescreen monitor for better refresh rate. Computer is running a 7800 X3D and a 5070 Ti, 32 gig of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage. So that's the specs on my computer. And my wheel and pedal combo is literally a Logitech G923 that I have probably owned for about 6 years now. So you can pick those systems up pretty cheap anywhere around the world, in all honesty. So yeah, you don't need the best of the best stuff, but there is an initial outlay to get going. And the downside, to go with the pros of the reality of this type of stuff that we have with the iRacing, is you want to have better feeling kit as well. And already I'm looking at upgrading my wheels and pedals set with some new direct drive kit. Well, that wraps up the iRacing side of the house. YouTube, I wouldn't really say like there's a hard and fast pros and cons list to YouTube. I guess it's just all learning experience. For I guess the pro is it, if you can eventually make it and get monetized, you can get some earnings out of YouTube. So that's a thing. Am I near that? Clearly freaking not. As I record this video, I think I've got 4 subscribers and about 70 views on my channel. But I'm not doing it to be a famous YouTuber, nor to get millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes and make a ton of money or anything like that. I'm doing it for the experience purpose and to learn something new. And what I am learning so far is making the videos, like recording them and doing the racing. That is the easy part. The hard part is the editing on the back end. Takes a lot of time and effort to do the editing. I've lost count how many times I have accidentally clicked something and wiped all my work that I'd done, and we're talking like hours of stuff, because I'm not the most IT savvy bloke out there. But I'm slowly getting better, and understanding what I need to be doing. And then just trying to get the settings right for the recording so that it can be transferred over to be put through the editing software so it actually looks good, so that the images aren't stretched or I'm cutting stuff off the screen and all that sort of malarkey. It is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and effort. And I'd say, even though I said I'm not doing it for all the subscribers and the likes and the views and all that sort of stuff, you sink a shit ton of time in doing this stuff, and then when you upload a video and you get no foot traffic, maybe 2-3 views, no likes, no nothing like that, it can be disheartening. But once again, 16 years in the military, I learned not to give up and keep pushing. And hey, you never know. I do believe that good things come to those who put in hard work and wait. Right, my statistics. Jeez, I can't get my words out. YouTube. 67 views, a whopping 3.8 hours of watch time, and 4 subscribers. You can see on the top right corner there. Including this video, a total of 14 videos out, and that's where I'm at. Now, yes, probably laughable, but I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with that. Like I said, I'm not doing it to be the world's greatest YouTuber and all that sort of shit. But I am going to be cheeky right now and ask, if you've gotten this far, do your boy a solid. Give us a like and a subscribe. That would be freaking mint, because there's going to be so much more iRacing content to come, and I'll probably start doing recaps of each month with all my clangers rolled into one. So if you love raging, you're in for a treat when those start popping out. iRating, I'm out of rookie license with the oval racing, the sports car, and the formula. If I can maintain the current SR for the sports cars events, I will also get out of the D-class license and bump myself up into C's at the end of the season. I've got about, I think it was 5 weeks left to go in this first season. But if I can manage to get that number to a 4 flat, then I'll automatically promote, which would be absolutely mega. My races that I've done, race starts versus wins and all that sort of stuff, you can read that stuff down below. As you can tell, I love doing the sports car. I do enjoy formula. But sports car for me is like my enjoyment. So I've managed to chalk up 4 wins, which I'm freaking chuffed about. Like, I never thought that I'd be able to secure wins. 14 top 5s. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Average start versus average finish is a backwards trend. You don't really want to have that. You want to be going forward. Like, I'm happy to start 6th but finish like 4th, 3rd, and all that sort of stuff. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, you can see the numbers there. I've only done a few oval racing. I actually really enjoyed doing the oval racing. So expect to see some more of that. And formula I'm going to continue doing. There's not much in the way of dirt racing on this game. Like, they're there, but all the lobbies I see, there's hardly anyone in them. And the only reason I got that single win in my dirt road event is because everyone crashed out and then left the lobby. So that's a hollow win, that one. But yeah, that's where I'm at as far as the statistics are concerned with my channel and iRacing. So, bit of talking from me here. What's my verdict? So, should you or shouldn't you pursue this path? Well, really, it's down to the individual. But my thoughts? Why the friggin' hell not? What do you have to lose? Apart from money. And maybe a little bit of sanity. But you don't know what it's going to be like for you until you give it a shot yourself. You don't have to pay the $200 up front for iRacing and get yourself a 2-year subscription. You could do a monthly one and just give yourself a little bit of a taste. Like, if you've been gaming for a while and you want to give it a try, or you've been, playing F1 or something like that on Xbox or PlayStation, whatever it is, and you've got a computer and you want to give it a whirl, do it. Like, it'll cost you like 10, 15 bucks or something like that for the month. Have a whirl, see what it's like. If you love it, boom, you're friggin' in, and off you go. You just upgrade your license, sorry, not your license, your subscription from there, and you're off and running. You don't need super expensive kit. You can get by with the absolute basics and then progress down the track. YouTube-wise, my opinion's the same. What do you have to lose? You don't need fancy and expensive equipment that streamers have and all that sort of stuff. You can do faceless channels. You can do stuff with your face up on it and everything like that. Like, mate, the mic I'm using right now, I literally found on Facebook Marketplace for 120 bucks. That's all I'm using. In my first videos, I was literally using the boom mic from my headset. So there's ways that you can do it on the cheap to start off with while you're finding your feet and going from there. So, moral of the story, if you're thinking about it, just freaking do it. Don't stop pondering and wasting time, because the time you spend thinking about doing something instead of doing something, you've lost valuable time. Give it a red hot crack, see what you think, and go from there. Look, I don't know about you guys, but about 20 minutes of me yapping away is probably enough for both your ears and my ears. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. Once again, nerdy YouTuber things, but if you don't mind giving your boy a bit of a like and a subscribe, and chuck us a comment down below. Like, I will respond to them, and it can be anything. It doesn't have to be sim racing or YouTube related. Just say g'day. More than happy to talk a little bit of shit with people. Until the next one, you take care of yourself, and I'll see ya.